Okay.
Okay,
Boom.
now it's live.
Now. It started now. Can't do that well of a impression, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know, but my earbuds are giving me some trouble right now. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully they don't crap out on
They
me.
hate you.
Because you're kind of breaking up a little bit, and I was like,
Oh, me? I'm breaking up?
well, it just sounds weird, but
Oh
that's
no, I
just
was just thinking it might be my fan again because I know I tend to sit in front of my fan and everybody's always like, I can't hear you.
well, I think it's my headphones because they do that occasionally, but depends on how I have the audio set up um, per the live stream.
Hmm.
So sometimes I hear you really well, and then sometimes it's kind of like this weird garbled warble effect, which
That's just the way I talk.
I'm not drinking, so
Oh,
that's
hold on. There we go.
huh.
I had the echo going on. Sorry.
Oh, you went to the okay.
Yeah, just so I could see the chat. I'm like, Steven's like, where is ya? I
Where
told
is
you
she?
about doing what? Barney, LOL.
Let's see.
Steven's like, that's my thing. You butt out. Go on, get. Yeah, the echo.
So hopefully I don't get an echo right now.
I've just never. I know there's a more seamless way of switching over and seeing the chat without getting that like random echo, but I've never figured it out, and I'm like, whatever. It's just Hangouts.
Yeah, it's just another hangout thing. Uh,
It's funny. Steven says, not my thing, just what I get asked to do a lot. I'm assuming that's the Arnie voice. I don't know. You could always do Sylvester.
which Sylvester?
Oh yeah, no, not Sly. I was thinking like the cat Sylvester. I totally forgot.
Sly.
Yeah, just to differentiate them.
Hmm.
I do that too. Sly or
Yeah.
Sylvester? Because I've never heard Steven do Sylvester. Not the cat. Sylvester the cat. The cat too, he says. Okay, fine. I'm like failing left and right. You don't know anything. No, I don't. Leave me alone. I'm like badgering myself. I'm not even on the stand.
You can't handle the truth.
That's Jack Nicholson.
Okay. Well,
Oh well. Oh well. Oliver Cromwell. Steven says, send me a link and I'll do Sylvester the cat.
all right. I'll send you a link and you can do Sylvester the Cat.
Well, I still have the link. I can actually just jump over and grab it if that's okay with you.
Sure, sure.
I'm like, not that I'm like trying to like um,
Bogart the
take
stream?
over. Yeah, take over your stream.
No, don't worry about it. He's cool.
He's cool. It's all right. Ain't no problem here.
I noticed Steven is doing like uh, he's doing his own live music now, and it's great. I try to plug it. I try to plug it every chance I get, but
I saw a reference to that the past couple of nights, but I've been like totally MIA lately.
Sleeping in.
Um, my meds make me sleep a lot. Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
and
funny because I alternate between insomnia and then sleeping a lot. I'm like, make up your mind. Am I sleeping or am I not sleeping today? Okay, I just sent Steven the link.
all right. Two. Strangeness. I'm trying to see whether that garble effect is on my side, but I'm pretty sure it's my headphones. I've been trying.
Um,
I've been
I'm
trying to work out something.
Oh, no, I was about to say, I think it's probably me if you're hearing it like not on your end, because I do tend to sit in front of the fan, and I know it does bother some people.
Well,
Not that I do it on purpose; it's just habit.
it doesn't sound like the that air being pushed across the mic or anything like that. It sounds more digital.
Oh, I just barely noticed Dino's in the stream. Hey, Dino,
Hey, Dino, how you doing this evening?
be there in a jiffy on 2/3. That means he's in the middle of taking a leak. I
A Jiffy
don't know.
Lube? Maybe it's a Jiffy Lube.
Like when people say, I'll be there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And why are you looking at lamb's tails? Like, do you like fluffy little tails or something?
Maybe.
Dina says, evening, I'm good. That's two. Hey, up.
Yep. Oh, and I think Steven was doing some uh, late night. What is it called? Cards Against Humanity thing,
I don't know.
I believe, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't understand what was going on, but I thought it was interesting.
I think at one time it was Queenie and Dino, and I forget who else. I was in someone's stream and someone had brought that up. Yeah, Dino says Cards Against Humanity. Um, I haven't. I haven't played that. The one that I was trying to bring up was the Black Stories that I had mentioned to you like last time, and I just like totally fell off the face of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you fall off the face of YouTube?
I just needed a break.
Just joking. You don't have to explain.
Well, quit asking your questions. Quit being sneaky.
I didn't ask you nothing.
No, it was the other one that asked.
The other one.
The other one.
Yeah, that one. The other one.
That one. Was it you? Was it you?
Yes, sir.
Quit it.
I asked.
Stop asking. It's none of your business.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow.
Okay. So
The camera almost worked.
whose camera?
Mine.
Yeah,
it
I
stopped?
saw a little bit of something and then poof.
Hold on, let me try this again.
Dino says, Steven is topless. Woohoo! I added that last
I'm-
part.
Oh, you added the woohoo. Okay. I'm glad that you find it so fascinating. My man boobs are majestic, firm, but not overly so. And I'm not topless. I'm wearing a tank top. The word top is in the name of the shirt. Therefore, I cannot be topless.
Is it a tank top? Is it a muscle shirt? Is it a wife beater? Why do they keep changing the damn name of those
I
things?
don't know. I'm not married, nor would I beat my wife if I were.
Every decade changes the damn name. When I grew up, they were muscle shirts, and whether or not you had them, that's what it was called. It was a muscle shirt.
Well, it's a muscle shirt, but I don't think I qualify for the muscle part.
Hmm.
Let's see. And how's this? Ah, okay, there it is.
There you
Oh,
are.
it looked topless. Must be a peach top.
It's yellow.
It was a muscle
Yellow.
shirt.
That or I'm really flexible with my skin.
No, you're not topless. You have some headphones on.
Yeah, see?
There you
And
go.
glasses.
Glasses. I'm clothed. If I had a ball cap, I could look out the window. And look topless must be his peach top? No. Those muscle shirts? No. There's no
Princess
muscle
Peach.
here. No.
She is the bimbo.
Don't say that in front of Mario. He goes through a lot to get to her.
But she's always in another castle.
Daisy's still on the side. I'm quick to that.
Is that a high jump bar above you? No, that's actually the cable that hooks up to my internet.
Nice.
I have it. It would be up on the hook, but the hook fell off the wall, so now it's just dangling. It's dangling.
Sorry, I was griping about something else.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like it got quiet and I'm like, oh shit, did I accidentally come off as rude?
Nah. Not after that Cards Against Humanity game last night. I don't think anything I could find to be rude anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna share that right there. All right. Dice was like, there's a stream. I don't see anybody streaming for some reason. So I've shared your link to your stream, to your video, to the video feed. I will not share the link to the Hangout without your permission.
Oh, I mean, if Dino wants to join, or if
Yeah, I mean, I can drop the link. Like, if anybody wants to watch, they can at least jump over here and watch the stream if that's okay. Unless Steven already did that.
Well, I put the link to the video to the actual watch.
Oh, okay. So you beated me.
I did not beated you.
You beated me senseless in your muscle shirt, and I'm not even married to you.
damn.
Well, I keep asking, you keep saying no. There's only so many times that a man can ask, "Will you marry me?"
You know, holding somebody in a headlock doesn't count.
Look, I was on my knees. It should have.
Well, technically, we both were if I was in a headlock.
You and your technicalities. You have no sense of fun or romance or any skills at wrestling. I mean, come on.
Was that a submission hold?
No, she didn't submit. That's why she keeps saying no.
Just put her asleep.
Pay attention.
Hey, don't listen.
Don't listen to any. You don't listen. And you never mind your business. You got to do one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Really exaggerated Arnie followed by a completely lackluster response. Yep. I love the juxtaposition.
Ow.
All I'm picturing with this is Kara and Steven And that scene from Practical Magic.
Which one?
Practical Magic.
There were a lot of scenes in that movie. Duh.
The seance scene.
Where the dead guy comes back to life. I want you to be my wife.
Well,
or something like that.
Yeah, it does.
You serving drinks, Steven?
I am not. I'm drinking Sprite with ice in it.
But he's not serving. It's his.
I'm not serving. I am having a beverage.
Okay.
I'm enjoying a little liquorless libation.
Liquorless libation.
A little bit of libation for you? Hold the libation. Not too much libation. I don't want to be liable for anything.
He's the one drinking and I'm the one hiccuping.
Why you know hey. Hey. Hey.
And vaping sometimes.
Not right now. I haven't switched out my coil. I'm being lazy.
See, that's the thing. Is like people that talk about vaping, it sounds a lot like car maintenance discussions with me. So I'm just like, that sounds like an awful lot of trouble to not smoke. Yet kind of smoke anyway.
Changing out your carburetor.
I gotta change out my filter and my coil and
No, I have spares, plus I live near a smoke shop, but I'm just being lazy about it. I'm like, when the spare coils are like $15, I'm like, you really have no reason to complain.
$15.
Yeah.
I won.
Bingo. Bingo.
Anyway. But then.
No. Oh.
So I heard very briefly while I was trying to log into another browser that would allow me to access Hangouts.
Okay.
That you were enjoying the music stream.
Yeah.
Now, do you mean the ones I was playing in, or the ones I was doing like DJ and playing music on?
Of course, the live music, the DJing as well, but that was cool too.
Yeah, the DJing would be cool if I didn't get claimed.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna get kind of a copyright claim for most of it,
but I did find out something interesting about that when I was streaming with. I started out doing that stuff where I would like put my headphones on my mic and just let the mic pick up the audio of whatever I was doing. Like if I was playing something from Rival Sons, I would just start playing and put my earphones on the mic. Very low tech. But I started doing OBS studio stuff, and I was like, oh, I can do it much easier this way. But YouTube will actually stop your stream until you're done with the copyrighted stuff that you're broadcasting.
Weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like, okay, your stream has stopped because you are broadcasting copyrighted material. Okay.
I guess it's better than taking a strike.
Yeah, turn off the copyrighted material. Stream comes back. Like, okay, you're done breaking the rules. Okay, you can do it now. If anyone gives that obscure reference, I love you. Ah, vaping. I can see you clearly through the fog. I do get the reference. But don't feel obligated to love me.
I was talking to Kara earlier about the gaming thing. I don't know if we'll continue doing that. If
Oh,
we get any.
the Cards Against Humanity thing, or
No,
The Jackbox TV, whatever it's called.
yeah. Jackbox is fun. My first experience with that was over on the Homicidal Homemakers channel, because she would be doing that for a live stream on her Twitch or her YouTube. Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think last time it was only Bearded Slasher that had dropped by, so he was like the only one I can't talk. Interacting in the stream.
The only one
And you were the one drinking the beverage, not me.
my beverage is good. Oh, do you, Stephen? If you were thinking Titanic, that's incorrect. I wouldn't know. I slept through most of Titanic.
No, you woke up for the boob scene.
I woke up for the boob scene, and I woke up to watch the boat sink. The rest of the time I was out. I was on date too. I woke up and saw the villain Billy Zane was still alive, and I started laughing.
Typical.
He's like, that's so sad. I was like, no, it's not. She could have scooted her fat ass over and let him on that damn door.
Yeah. People have been making that argument for years.
I was probably among the first, because I said that in the theater while I was watching it. And keep in mind, I didn't even like Leonardo DiCaprio at the time, so watching him drown was not something I had a problem with.
Leonard DiCrappy.
LOL, the two most important parts. Well, they were to me.
And if you play it backwards, it's a magic boat that saves people. Right?
No.
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 Really?
No.
Okay, well, by that same bit of logic, if you watch a porno backwards, you can see a guy going.
It just means the sex was so bad he put his clothes back on and left.
Mm-hmm.
Which is usually what happens anyway, except the chick's usually asleep when that happens.
It's the story of a man who sucks up all the sperm off of a woman and then goes back to his job as a cable delivery guy.
Or selling pizza.
He delivers cable. He is a pizza repairman. It doesn't matter.
Not really.
This is a half-assed baritone guitar.
Is it?
It is a regular guitar with heavy gauge strings that are tuned down to B, as opposed to an actual baritone. This is the poor man's baritone.
I get it.
Got a nice little growl to it.
I always drop mine to a C.
Yeah, I've heard of that too.
But I don't have enough strings in mine.
These are strung with not even slinkies. And boy, they are not kidding.
Wait till you're sponsored, sir.
I will never be sponsored.
You can say Martin guitar.
I played a Martin guitar once, and it was great. It was an Eric Clapton signature when they first came out. It was a glorious instrument. I loved it. It was $1,000 or more, and I was like, I will never play this outside of this music store this one time.
Right.
But other than that, it was amazing.
Dice is still waiting for her Adam and Eve sponsorship.
Well, you know what? If you did more videos on Chatterbait, probably get it a lot faster. Just saying. Not giving you career advice, just saying what I've seen in my time. Which is considerable since I know what Adam and Eve is.
Mm-hmm.
So, to keep my word, I will now do Sylvester the cat.
I already forgot.
I never forget anything. That's why I'm such a miserable asshole. Ugh. Thank you. So the thing is, like, when I do Sylvester, I have to do something that has a lot of S's in it.
Yeah.
I have looked up Chatterbait, and I'm assuming it has nothing to do with an artificial fishing lure. Some of them do. And I'm not saying which ones because I'm not paid to promote them.
Okay then. Sounds fair.
I will look. I am going to tell one story though before I get into it. I had a friend, still a friend, but I try not to talk to him if I possibly can help it. Who is, for lack of a better way of putting it, a raging pervert. He loves the porn. He loves the live cam shows. He loves every bit of it. And does not hesitate to keep me informed about any new porn parody of anything that has even the slightest connection to pop culture. I knew of and saw footage of the Simpsons porn parody before anyone knew that was a thing.
Nah.
Because I always wanted to see people with plastic surgery and apparently jaundice having lots of sex, which is exactly what occurred in that porn parody.
Kill.
Oh, anyway. So he was watching this new cam girl, and she was pleasuring herself with various battery-powered devices. And one such thing led to a rather amusing incident as far as I'm concerned. The cam girl in question was having an anal show, and my friend was eating chocolate pudding.
Nah.
I will elaborate a little bit further, but not so far as to offend any sensibilities, I hope. Said a guy that played Cards Against Humanity last night. Anyway. The thing about, and this is an interesting thing, the thing about using a vibrating sex toy in the rectum is that it relaxes all the muscles in the rectum. And they relaxed. And there was an incident while my friend was eating chocolate pudding. And I will not go any further than that. Because you are intelligent people and you figured out what I was talking about probably about 2 paragraphs ago.
So he imagined he was eating her shit and he had the time of his life.
No, he actually wasn't into scat. So,
Ah, okay.
I feel more sorry for the cam girl at that point. Yes, he said she was very embarrassed, but he was very repulsed because um, similarities could be spotted between what had occurred and what he was having for his dinner.
Now.
Meow.
Well, luckily it wasn't caviar.
Yeah, but if there were similarities to the caviar, hashtag boner killer. Yeah, for that night, sure.
For some people.
However, when he told me that story, he gave me a weapon to use against him to get him to leave me alone for a maximum of 2 days. Beyond that, he stops being aggravated with me and starts sending me clips and stuff. Again. Trying to figure out a way to block him without hurting his feelings.
You just say, oops. I didn't realize that button did that.
I'm sorry. Did that unfriend button actually mean that you're unfriended? I had no idea. I had no idea. And let's see. That's the first time I've heard of blackmail with an expiration date. It's not blackmail. It is weaponized reference. It's fun. And you can get away with it.
Okay.
I like how you guys just make random sounds. Like there's a lull in the conversation, a little bit of silence, a little bit of dead air, and then suddenly somebody goes, "Cack!" Like one of the Skeksis from fucking Dark Crystal.
I love the Chamberlain. He's my favorite character. And when they released the pops for that, there was not a Chamberlain one. I'm like, well, fuck all your Gelflings and bullshit. I don't need this.
The little potato people.
I think you got pissed.
I'm sensing some anger here.
Just a smidge.
A little bit of resentment, perhaps.
I didn't care about the Mystics. I didn't care about Jem or Kira or freaking Fezgig. Yes, I know all their names.
Well,
it's fine.
You make me want to go watch.
I know the characters from like Fire and Ice and Wizard.
I recently updated and got that on Blu-ray since they released kind of like a little digibook version similar to Labyrinth that had been released about a year or two ago, and I'm like, I will pick that up. I have a digital copy, but I don't mind having a physical one.
Cool.
There really was no point to that story.
There's no point to any story, really.
Nah.
I mean, the point of every story is to fill up space.
Yeah.
Or maybe a boner killer.
Or a boner killer. I mean,
well, that okay. Well, that feels lack of space.
Lack of space. The lack of space. Clutter.
Meanwhile, the guy says, it's not lack of space. Your vagina's huge. Cross your legs.
This Shasta be the latest I've seen a stream on Sunday. All right, CP. All right. Hashtag it's just a stain.
Like, considering the night crew's usually running around at all hours.
Yeah, I think I've seen streams later than this. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Cards Against Humanity stream we did last night was technically 3:00 this morning.
I was still not asleep yet at that hour. I didn't even know you guys were on. I didn't go to sleep till 5.
Well,
Technically, I fell asleep. I didn't go to sleep.
technically, I went into a diabetic coma against my better judgment. But,
Mm.
well, you ain't wrong. Sorry, guys. I shoehorned a reference. No need to take seriously. You mean you shoehorned, not she-horned. You're missing a letter. By a vowel.
Well, perhaps he didn't want to seem sexist by saying he horned.
Or shoe I English more betters. Nah, you ain't got no education.
That's too many syllables.
That's too many syllables.
Yeah.
Look, you put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable and fucked up whatever you were saying.
Learner?
You need to read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book.
Mm.
These random ass noises. Do that at the grocery store in the fucking checkout line.
I'd have to find like a toddler to hide behind and let them take the blame for it.
What are you doing? Oh, nothing. I'm shopping. How are you? Pardon me.
This coming from the person that live streams while they shop. I'm like,
Shopping till you drop. Shopping till your feet fall off.
Or until the battery dies.
mm.
Or until, the chocolate pudding.
True.
Well, I don't know. Are we talking about Gevalia, Ghirardelli, or is it just plain old Jello de Ho?
Stop it. I've actually yelled that at people. As
You should do that an out and about as Arnie.
There you go.
Well,
That's the noise you make when you're in the bathroom stall.
Really? Because usually I thought it was something more like.
Well, sometimes. That's why you always bring a pair of shoes to spare. Because people can always recognize you by your shoes.
Nah.
galoshes.
If you make a lot of noise, well, you can wear galoshes. It depends on how committed you are.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to take the time to change shoes, you may as well change pants too.
Well, if you were going to change pants anyway, why'd you go into the stall in the first place?
It's called privacy.
Privacy? Oh, that's British.
Shit and shoes.
These my shit and shoes. These is my Reebok 240 shit and shoes. I bring these in the bathroom every time I go out in public because whenever I shit, I sound like Chewbacca trying to hawk up a goddamn hairball. So I put on these shoes and no one recognizes me when I come out, so I can pretend I didn't make all that noise with my ass.
But they'd still recognize your pant legs. Assuming they was like really checking you out and shit while you was taking a shit.
Well, I can't help it if they think I'm sexy while I'm shitting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sexy and you know it.
Shit and shoes. What else did I miss? Nothing important.
Shit and shoes. Well, stop blacking out during the live streams. That's my job. I did. I passed the fuck out for a good 30, 40 minutes during one of my live streams.
I
Dino
think I
kept
heard
popping
about
out.
that.
Dino kept coming, kept leaving, and then popping back in. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of tempted to just let this train wreck keep going. You could hear me too. I was in the back like,
Nah.
and that was what woke me up. I snored so loud, I woke myself up.
I've done that before, or I'll like argue in my sleep and I wake myself up because I'm like yelling at someone.
Leave you guys for alone for a few minutes and you're still talking about shit. Well, that's,
Yeah.
it is a live stream on YouTube. Of course, we're talking shit.
Yeah. As long as we're not taking a shit while we're talking shit.
No, that would be too meta.
No.
No. No. That was actually rather funny.
Is that death meta?
The stream with death? What?
Stigmata?
What? You fucking what win? Repeat that.
Oh, I just said, is that death meta?
Death meta? No.
Yeah.
Death
No.
metal?
No.
Death meta.
No. It's meta so bad you die from it.
It's metasexual.
Well, okay, you can. Well, fuck that. That's all I can say about that. Dino kept attempting to save the stream of limericks. Yeah, he kept. I watched the playback on that. He kept popping in and doing limericks and then leaving. Which is why I love Dino. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just roll with it. See where it goes. Meanwhile, at the grocery store, stop yelling that into the freezer, will you? Look, dude, the tater tots and the Totino's pizza rolls are not impressed with your rage. Quit yelling into the goddamn freezer.
It's funny. Guys, metasexual. I'm sexually attracted to myself. I thought that was asexual.
No, you don't really want to have any sex at all with anything in particular.
Even yourself.
Even yourself. So it's like, go fuck yourself. And you're like, can't. I'm asexual.
It's more like, nah, I'm good. No thanks.
I'm good. Stop yelling at the food, sir. You're disturbing the crustables. You're gonna make the Lunchables cry. Quit your shit. And we're down to 4. I'm sorry. I keep driving people away.
I hadn't even been looking.
Me neither.
I was looking.
Well, if they left, no one misses them because we didn't realize they were there. So.
One of my favorite ways to describe sexuality is with the use of traffic signs. Use traffic signs to describe sexuality.
Never thought of it.
All right. Well, I guess at this point I'm permanently stuck on yield. Asexual is a stop sign. Okay. Okay, if you say so. What about that sign they have where the dude's holding out the flag? So it's like, don't run this fucker over when you're driving. Gay lesbian the other way.
You mean the U-turn sign? Nope, went the wrong way. Need to go back the other way.
No U-turns. Bisexual, both lanes open. Hey, Queenie.
Hey, Queenie.
I gotta work on my harmonica skills, though.
Well, oh my gosh. I think this is the most popular stream Proxy has ever hosted.
Thanks. We need a little sarcasm.
I got tons more.
Just say mean things into our harmonica.
Pansexual equals all lanes open at Queenie Todd Hay. Nice transition.
Are you sure that's safe to say?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you know, you can put it in the annotations.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We have two Schmeagles here.
What's he doing?
Hairball.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. LOL, there you go. I think demisexual would be a yield, actually.
Probably. It's a yellow until you get a green.
I don't, what?
Demisexual is a yellow light until you get a green light.
That's M&M's. You're confusing sexuality with M&M's. Oh, fuck, Smeagol and Gollum going at the same time.
Going at what? They're the same person.
The Precious. Like they always do.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up this morning. Feel off my shoes. You know about that, baby. Got them more walking blues.
It's kind of quality entertainment. No wonder nobody pays me anything. That's right. The Smeagol and Gollum Blues and Rhythm and Blues Review. Ba-ding!
If you raise Tolkien's ghost from the grave, it's not my fault. Well, of course not, because you're not here to say the jibby jabbies.
Summoning. Oh, feeling me bony belly, some dude stole my dominoes. Didn't know you spoke Latin.
Carpe pastelorum. Seize the pastry.
Always.
That's the only important Latin you need to know.
Here's Dino again. Just make a bub zombie noise. That's how I answer my phone sometimes. Hello, may I speak with Stephen Atkins? Oh, Aunt Alicia.
No.
What do you want with him? I'll see if he's available. I wish there were ASMR telemarketers. Because I want to see that. Or rather, I want to hear that. I want to see what that would be like.
That would probably work if somebody was calling up people trying to sell dildos.
Would you like to buy this? It's got 5 speeds and a crash helmet in case you get thrown.
You forgot to add, and it purrs like a kitten.
That overdrives a motherfucker. Use the seatbelt. How would Kara answer?
What do you want? Go away!
What do you want? Go away!
She wants the precious.
I'm trying to spend time with the precious.
Again.
Fuck off!
Start preaching in Latin. I can't.
He'd be telling the dice. She rolling.
Ah. Id si vexa. I'm not reading that. You're going to trick me into summoning
Something about respite care and syllabus and yada yada.
El qui stoltus est nunc. I nunc just fine, thank you. Mind your business. Don't let piss Christ hear you. Okay, I won't.
Who's Piss Christ?
I have no idea.
Ah.
Oh, yes, that's good to speak. That's my telemarketer voice. That and Hannibal Lecter. I'm waiting one day. If I ever get a telemarketer or a salesperson named Clarice, that's gonna be my crowning achievement for answering shitty calls on my phone.
Shitty calls.
Shitty calls. Shitty calls. Shitty calls.
You answered the shitty call while eating the jello pudding.
What'd you say about shit? Piss Christ was a card last night. Yeah, that's right. That's right, it was. I'm trying to forget it.
Meow.
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 Don't you forget it.
Meow.
And don't you forget it.
Jeez, did you block the experience from your birth? No, I'm just kidding. Nah.
Mind? No. Not entirely. Not yet, anyway. My brother likes to answer phone calls from people trying to sell shit by responding with heavy breathing.
Yeah, that'll work.
Like that?
That'll work.
That'll work.
I suppose and so.
Not labor breathing. Labored breathing, not labor breathing. Because there's a difference between and I mean, either one would work.
Yeah, but what if it was a dyslexic woman trying to do the La Mazda?
The Lamazda. She does the lambada while pregnant. Have you ever noticed that dyslexia has a fucked up spelling?
I can't even spell dyslexia.
Neither can most dyslexics or most normal people.
No. Then again, I can't spell scoliosis either.
It's the same kind. I am a person who does not know the meaning of the word glutamate. But somebody will tell me.
Manner.
If Deacon were here, he'd tell me. And then give me a 2-hour explanation on the origin of the term glutamate and the various kinds of glutamate. And then it would sidetrack into like a Beetleborgs reference. Because that's how we roll.
Mm-hmm.
However, I like to aim an air horn right at the phone, and my mom just screams. Well, stop doing that when your mom calls you. Honey, I was just seeing how you're doing. That's how I'm doing, Ma. What you do for shoving me right out of the cooch into the cold, cold world? That's why I was crying. It's cold out here.
You bitch.
I was in there warm. Had an umbilical cord. Every time you did something I didn't like, I could kick you in the kidneys and get away with it.
Go for the bladder.
Attack.
You're like, yeah, you made my hips wider and destroyed my figure. And I'm like, you shoved me out of the warm love and into the cold. You made me eat green beans. Fuck you, Ma. There are no starving children in Africa or China that eats this shit.
Because I don't have it.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're going to get technical about it because they don't have it.
Yeah.
Queenie says, want to hear something cute?
No.
No. Dice says, LOL, actually, I've been told I didn't scream or cry when I was born. No, you just stared menacingly after they smacked your ass in the delivery room. Just sat there like, I'm going to fuck you up when I get big enough. I remember you. Go for it, Queenie. Tell me something cute. Tell me something cute. Wow, wow. No. Snake.
Snake pistachios.
With pistachio. Pistafano.
Pistachio noodle.
With that, the green shit. The green shit. The green shit. No, not that bullshit they put in. No, kale. Keep that fucking bullshit away from me. Fucking feed me seaweed. Fuck you.
2 things I actually ate for dinner.
Seaweed and snake.
Seaweed and kale.
Okay. Stop eating like a homeless Atlantean, will you?
I thought she said dank lady. But I was like, what?
The Nake lady.
She is naked.
Well, I was driving with Bear and our song came on and we rolled the windows down and sang all the way home. Typo queen I am.
Okay.
That's how your people greet each other, isn't it? Like on your home world. Ah! You're like the fucking Martians from Mars Attacks. Like, what the fuck? See, now I'm just going to wander around and make that noise randomly all day. Thank you, Tim Burton.
See, at one point I had actually considered getting that as a ringtone because I thought that would be really funny. Instead, I wound up with Crispin Glover yelling, "I hate you!"
Pardon me. I am going to take this call now. Nothing Else Matters by Metallica.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah, I've sent that song to somebody before.
Nice. You got Snake, Snack, and Danake.
Snake.
I'm sorry, it's all caps. Danake!
Nah.
You gotta yell it because it's all caps. I took too much dram.
How do you make somebody the moderator of the chat? By the way, I was kind of like
you hover over the comments, like as long as they've typed something, and there's 3 little dots that appear. You click on the dots, and from there, it should give you an option, or at least it used to. I don't know if it still does.
Okay, I see it now.
With YouTube, who knows? They had shit on Thursday that they don't have on Friday.
I don't know. I've been gone for at least, 3 weeks now?
All right. Everybody take a break. Everybody takes a break.
I don't know what I missed. Nothing missed me, so who gives a shit?
I missed you. Shut your mouth.
I did not shut my face.
Shut your face.
I do not shut my face in my mouth. I do not be quiet. I am Sam. I am.
What? Well, then fuck you and the green eggs and the fucking green ham. Because goddamn it, I ain't eating green food.
I ain't eat that moldy shit either.
It's just moldy. Get the fuck out of here with that.
But you like them, Sam. I am.
See, that's the whole thing. What gets me is I'm gonna get. It's not quite political, but it's an anecdote that has to do with politics. And Ted Cruz got on there and he's doing this long ass diatribe about the Affordable Care Act, and he's talking about green eggs and ham. And I was like, if you read that fucking book, you'd realize that it was a dude that was constantly refusing something that at the end he ended up liking.
Mm-hmm.
Read the fucking book, Ted. You Al Lewis looking motherfucker. You read the book. You look like Grandpa Munster if he was a pedophile. Read the fucking book. Sorry, be a little angry today.
You angry?
Me angry? Perish the thought.
You are the most sedate person I have ever known.
All right, don't lie to the people. Just go out and out lie to folks. Welcome to the Dr. Seuss acid trip. So
I thought that was
Sunday.
HR Puffin stuff.
Praise the snack lady, says Dice. HR Puffin stuff. Look, I don't know what fucking
If the
drugs
snack lady
Sid
has
and Marty
snack,
Croft were
I
on.
will praise her all the time.
I don't know what kind of drugs Sid and Marty Croft were on when they came up with that fucking bullshit, but it was a lot. Whatever it was, the dosage was high.
What about them jam-bananas? Them's was kind of weird too.
The banana splits was bad. Motherfuckers like tra la 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 la. Like, you ain't that happy on just breathing air. You own something.
Hell yeah. I want some.
And you ain't sharing with me, so fuck you twice. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Now I'm probably gonna say more about it, but
And that's all he got to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that. And I
The
was
bullet
wondering,
jumped up and it bit me in the buttocks.
Jenny,
bullet bit me directly in the buttocks.
Jenny, why don't you love me, Jenny?
Why don't you love me, Jenny? Because Jenny's kind of fucked up and doesn't really know what love is. That's why.
Love goes in her nose.
No, that was cocaine.
Same difference.
She on the booger sugar, Forrest. Nobody knows love when they on the booger sugar. Just
And then
saying.
she sneezed and you got sugar boogers.
Then she sneezed and it's a fucking snowstorm with blood. So it's like a Bad Yeti TV movie with Bo Svensson.
She sneezed, everybody goes snowblind.
Achoo! No one actually says that anymore.
What, at you?
Yeah, they used to. You would audibly hear it. Somebody sneeze, they go, achoo! But they don't do that anymore. Now they got this weird, like,
Yeah, I do that because I fight my sneezes.
they do. It's weird. People fight their sneezes. And I'm like, why?
I think you have to. Why isn't it etiquette to to stifle your sneezes?
You could snuffle it.
You're gonna
Snuffle
How the
the
snuff
fuck
your
do you
sneeze?
snuffle a sneeze? Talk about Dr. Seuss. He snuffled a sneeze because it made him wheeze.
And then he pissed crabs and peas.
And then he pissed and ate some peas. I don't know. I'm not Dr. Seuss. He's dead. And I'm not so far. My sneezes are violent, says Queenie. I'm more like yeah.
I don't know whether to say bless you or perform an exorcism.
He's strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Look, I like The Exorcist. I especially love Father Merrick because he took no shit. Demon starts talking shit to him. He just bitch slapped it with holy water. Be silent.
Oh, that ain't nice.
Like, I'm Max von Sydow. You shut your fucking hole at me.
Okay, I made you the moderator of the stream.
Yeah, I noticed. I let Dice's gibberish go through a few minutes ago.
I feel like my brains will fly out. There's this video on YouTube and elsewhere of this one dog that sneezes and it just shakes his whole head and it's like, whoa! I was like, damn. That's a violent sneeze.
Well, goddamn, Ferris Bueller.
Doc, hey Doc. Doc says he sneezed and sneezed while begging, please. It feels like my nose. I have 100 bees.
Okay.
Not the bees.
The wuzzleful world of the booger sugar. Hug tackle. I love you. Shit.
And then sneezes all over him.
Achoo! We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end.
Very well then, Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa. I loved it when they started reading her memoirs. He's like, this is all a bunch of bullshit. Like, yeah. We know.
Yeah.
But we thought you were cool at least. Then we read the memoirs, like, nope. That would be a bad day there. Hug tackle, then huge sneeze.
Mm-hmm. What would be worse is once you get tackled and then they piss on you.
Well, they do that in video games.
They do?
Yeah, they do that. They either do that or they teabag you.
Well, it
Okay.
depends on the game then.
It establishes the dominance of the 12-year-old that has nothing better to do than play Call of Duty all day over you, the person that's like, hey, this looks like it might be fun. Nothing takes the fun out of things like somebody that takes it way too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my son's hooked on Fortnite, I believe.
Yes,
Fortnite is a game right now.
it is. It is a game that everybody plays. Everybody. You think someone doesn't play it? You're wrong. They're playing it, but just not telling you.
Oh, okay.
Queenie shaved her head.
Okay.
Well, the sides anyway. I just saw that pop up in my newsfeed.
Yeah, I need to rebuzz my hair. My hair's getting long. Then again, I'm not filming videos, so I'm like, fuck it. I don't care.
Doc says, so how are everybody? I are fine. How am you? I says,
Yeah.
I never touched Fortnite.
Never touch it.
Queenie says, oh my God, I have so many likes and shit. What the fuck? Yes, because you shaved the sides of your head and you wearing fangs.
Mm,
And people like you.
that works.
Get over it. People like you. Doc says, I never touched a porcupine. I did. Little prick.
I never touched a porcupine. I used to own a hedgehogger.
Was he Sonic?
No. Her name was Austin.
Austin the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
See, that's like the lost PlayStation character. They tried real hard with this one thing, this dude named Busby or Buzzy or some shit like that. They were trying real hard to get their version of Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog and failed fucking miserably. Like, just play the games.
Mm.
When he says flails, Austin, nice. Hedgehogs are the soft version of a porcupine. They are.
Oh,
No.
oh, they're not even the same thing.
No.
No.
How dare you? How dare you insinuate?
That's like
they're the
saying
same thing?
an echidna is the same as a porcupine.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know, but it sounds like echinacea. Let's boil it and drink it.
You have a medieval quality I find very sexy. Other than that, no. It's the All Icon Show. We are just icons.
But not. Lol.
Oh, I tried to find out if a sloth was a bear or related to a bear.
Huh?
And was one.
I didn't find anything. It's more of an anteater.
It's related to an ant. It's like a really high anteater that lost its nose. If you look at them, they've got that smile like they're really fucking high. They're like, hey, man. And they kind of move like that, too. They're like, hey, I'm going to come give you a hug. I'm going to slowly come over there. That's why no one's ever afraid of a sloth.
Hmm.
Run, dice, run. They're going to, I don't know.
Stuff. They're going to do the stuff with the thing.
They're going to do stuff with things and things with stuff.
No. So disenthused, but still drawn out.
Yahoo! Like somewhere in the back. In the back of the elevator. Yahoo! Are you having fun back there? You bet. Push a button. Let's take a ride.
No.
It's magic time. I walk in this little closet and then I walk out. It's a completely different place. And then I watched. There's people that went into it and then completely different people came back out. You changing folks. Yippee! Yappy! Yahooey!
Mana.
Nah. Look, that's a fuck it noise. I'm sorry.
Meow.
He's going, nah.
Meow.
It's like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to eat my food.
Oh, you said you had kale?
Half an hour ago.
Yes, quite some time ago. Why? Why are you always living in the past?
It's called retrospective.
That's horror. Well, if the kale is horrible.
I'm retrospective. He is reflecting. He is confused at it. Remembrancing. I don't know. Some bullshit like that.
You're reminiscing about something from 30 minutes ago. What's the matter with you? Got no damn memory.
Huh?
How can you possibly be nostalgic about something as recent as a minute ago?
Yeah.
Ukla the mock.
Mana.
The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Do the Humpty Hump. Do that, yeah.
No.
Oh no. You're singing shitty music on YouTube.
Again.
Why did you do
Wait a minute, that's a great song.
Why did
You be
do
quiet your
that?
mouth.
You shut your fucking hole. It's horrible. Why did you do that? Why? I trusted you and you betrayed me. Why? Why? Couldn't you get a fucking shot at me? Why?
I once got into a foot race with a sloth. Still have no idea how he beat me. Maybe that moped he rode during the race. You've been watching too much Bugs Bunny, Doc. I don't live in the past, but I sure miss my caveman friend Grook. Grook moved in with Og because reasons.
Reasons with the stuffs and things.
Reasons and stuff with things and things with stuff, both at the same time.
That's like when your laser gun gives out on you. It's like
You make a sound with your mouth. It goes pew.
Pew!
and of course if you're shooting with blanks it's more like pew pew.
A blank laser. How does that work? Okay, you got look. I saw Star Wars, right?
I can't look it. We're all icons. We can't see this the shits.
Stop disturbing me when I'm interrupting the talking.
No.
Fine, be that way.
Okay then.
See if I care.
You don't. Shut up.
I was waiting for this.
I was waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Did you just sing the drum part from that Phil Collins song? Did you, like out loud into a mic in front of people?
No.
Did you just lie about singing the drum part from that Phil Collins song? Everybody does that. We know this.
Do not.
You do so when you're not eating kale.
I does not know the nothings.
You does so know stuffs. I've spoken with you.
I knows the nothings with the nadas and the nopes.
The nothings, the nadas, and the nopes. What about the zilches and the zadas and the zilches?
That's a different region.
That's a different region.
We only deal with ends.
Or legions.
You racist.
No, that's letter classificationist.
Really? We're gonna get there, huh? Okay. I ain't surprised. See, I went to Walmart the other day to buy a few things. The cashier asked if I wanted to pay for everything. I said, no, I was hoping to walk out of here without the alarm going off.
Yeah.
I can feel it coming. Coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Ding. What do you want?
Yes, take a number. Have a seat. We will see you never.
Now serving 5,400,000.
That's McDonald's.
Oh, right. Now serving, I don't care how many people have eaten at your shitty fucking restaurants. I don't. Just give me $1 menu piece of soy shit that will keep my stomach lining from fucking trying to kill me. And we'll call it a day. Give me the processed, vaguely chicken-like flavored shit you call nuggets.
Butt nuggets.
Butt nuggets. Nuggets from the butt.
I am matured.
Don't you like your nuggets, Kara?
You know that they're like old, decrepit ass old chickens. Like they shouldn't even be eaten, and they like smush them all up together in these little unnatural shapes, and then you stick them in the sauce, and they expect you to eat it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I eat that
Nuggets.
crap all the time.
Do you eat it with Szechuan sauce, or are you not a Rick and Morty fan?
I am knowed how it is maked. I know it's not proper chicken, and I still eats it.
I know this ain't food, but it's something I can eat, and I'm hungry. And
I was hungry. I was hungry.
$1.29.
I eat the fake ass chicken.
And I got $1.59, so that works. Doc says, "Gasp, Queenie's naughty, naughty. You're grounded for the month. You're grounded. You're grounded."
Like Motel Hell grounded, or what kind of grounded are we talking here?
I'm not even going to touch that reference. Look,
It touched you. Don't worry about it.
It touched me like that one teacher did that one time.
Well,
they wondered why I was punching him in the nuts as hard as I could. And that's why.
Mm.
Duh, you can't ground me. Can so, it just doesn't work. I can do whatever I want. Whether or not it works is a completely different thing. Oh no, I made a molestation reference on the internet. I'll never get a Disney movie. They done fired James Gunn over some of the bullshit he used to say on Twitter. I was like, you know that dude worked for Tromo, right?
No.
Like that's where he started, working for Lloyd fucking Kaufman. What is with you in that shit? No. Roll that beautiful being footage. You are not my mom. No, but I am now the president of the United States. Crap, we are in serious trouble. You will be fired before you even step on the Disney lot. You know, I don't think I'd make it that far. But that's fine, because I don't want to work for the House of Mouse.
No one
Even
does.
though the pay is really good, I don't want to work for it. It's too much bullshit. I know people that work for it, and they say it's too much bullshit. If it wasn't for the money, they'd leave.
I'd rather work for Hitler.
Well, you kind of would.
Yeah.
I mean, same amount of anti-Semitism.
Yeah. But it's less sexy.
Hitler wasn't sexy.
No, but the outfits were.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Well, then get off the stream.
No. You're not my boss.
I can't kick you out anyway. It's not my hangout.
Raise your hand.
I'm stuck with your ass.
You stuck with my ass, baby. You're just gonna have to learn to live with it.
God damn it.
I think Jackula's having a stream talking about that James Gunn shit.
Mm.
Did he deserve it? Who gives a fuck? They'll just hire somebody else to butcher Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Doesn't matter. The machine will keep fucking just keep running. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that beautiful bean footage. Sorry about this. It's my vacation to Hawaii. I thought the Speedo put on wrong. Doc, the thought of you in a Speedo.
Well, it was a mesh-thonged Speedo in his defense.
We're getting oddly specific here.
Well, I happened to see while he was shopping.
You've got a window open looking at Speedos right now, don't you?
Nah.
Well, Doc,
It's
rock
right
on.
it's right next to the one that has lingerie in it.
No, you should Google sissy sack.
Sissy said, no. Banana hammock.
Pretty much. Somebody's gonna Google it.
You're not the boss of me. Now you're not the boss of me. Now you're not so big. Nope.
Okay.
You're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of me. I quit. Fuck you. I quit. Fuck you. Hey, you're not the boss. Just repeat shit. Make it somewhat melodic.
No.
It's a song.
Okay.
This is a song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, but they will keep on singing it forever just because this is a song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. It's a
Eventually, you run out of air.
loop. Eventually, you die and you can't sing. But the song doesn't end. You do. That's the technicality.
Well, it develops that echo and effect, and whoever was listening it keeps repeating in their head. So technically, no, it doesn't end.
That's right. That's right. It's like a virus. You've infected them now.
With the musical STDs.
Not quite the visual I wanted to convey, but okay.
Ear herpes.
Ear herpes.
Melodic herpes.
Musical herpes. Brought to you.
It's
by
not the
Light
same
FM.
as racing to meet the next empty chair.
Welcome to the Light FM. Up next is musical herpes.
Followed by purple giraffe.
He says, still here, just cleaning. I will take over directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's the one with Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow, right? Well, eventually, yeah. They all cross over. It doesn't matter. They all had to cross over and fight Grimace from those old McDonald's. I'm sorry, Thanos. He looked like Grimace. I'm sorry. I remembered Grimace. As soon as I saw it, I went, Grimace with a power glove. Yay.
Grimace will be fighting the Noid.
You referenced the noise. I remember that little shit too.
Followed by a cage match. Followed by a cage match with Spuds McKenzie.
Oh, he died a long time ago. Let him rest in peace.
She died a long time ago.
They don't know
Right?
that. Just keep pushing the beer. They'll drink it.
They're drunk. They don't care about the dog. It's the people that don't drink your beer that talk about your mascot. Mike says, I did a lot of cleaning yesterday to the other side of the house. Queenie, trust me, you don't want to know what I scooped up. Well, make a video about it, Doc. Tell your audience what you scoop up. Since my camera's crapped out again, I'm going to take my shirt off.
Then you really will be topless.
Well, I was accused of it. Might as well live up to the accusation.
Me.
If you're so adamant that I did that.
Ba-ding!
Ta-da! My magnificent, majestic man boobs are now on display to no one.
Okay.
Did you just hawk up a hairball at the thought of my man tits?
Me.
Did you just sit there and went, cack? Sorry, I had a little phlegm. Wait, Spuds McKenzie died? Oh no, Doc is so behind on information. I invited him to a party this weekend. Oh great. Maybe I can still get the California raisins instead. Actually, you can, and they work really, really cheap since no one gives a shit anymore.
Probably.
But you're going to get copyright claim for I heard it through the grapevine.
bet you wonder how I know about your plan to make me blue.
I think I finally got it.
He says my bitch tits are bigger, lol. All right, Bob. That's Fight Club reference.
Yeah.
First rule of Fight Club references is you don't make Fight Club references. Second rule of Fight Club references, you don't make Fight Club references. Third rule of Fight Club references, I don't even know. We didn't get that far.
Who gives a fuck?
I think that's what the third rule is.
No fucks given.
Look at all the fucks I don't have. Look, there's nothing here.
Sir, please close your trench coat.
No. I like the breeze. Makes me feel refreshed, like on a cool mountaintop, like I'm shoving a York peppermint patty up my ass.
Over.
Cool and refreshing for a suppository. No shit, it's a Fight Club reference. I know.
Okay.
All we need is a magazine full of man boobs. I'm sorry for putting that thought into anyone's head. No, what you should have said is, no, I'm not going to go there. I was going to take your mental imagery and just really fucking expand upon it.
He's worried about man boobs when earlier he was talking about not fitting his Speedo.
Look, we all have our little peccadillos and troubles. Third rule of Fight Club would be don't spoil the new Star Wars movie. I can't. It's already shit. Look, they turned Luke Skywalker into the Big Lebowski because he's drinking that blue titty milk. Because he lives on an island on a planet somewhere, and the only other thing that fucking lives there is whatever gives the blue titty milk.
I don't know.
He's sitting there milking the tit from some strange creature that just basically just sits on a rock all day and waits to get milked by Luke fucking Skywalker.
What an awesome life that creature must live.
Well, you know, there's no news items because Luke doesn't really talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I trained that horrible emo Darth Vader cosplayer that's now taken over the franchise. Here's Daisy Ridley. Okay, so you're a scavenger and you have absolutely no training in anything yet. You can pilot any fucking thing, you can drive any fucking thing, and you can fight a trained Sith Lord just by picking up a lightsaber.
A lifesaver? What?
A lightsaber.
Oh, breath
Saber.
savers.
Burr with a B. Burr.
Well, why would you eat a burr? They're itchy.
Look, I ran out of jalapenos.
No.
I needed something with bite.
Me. Sea urchin?
I don't like sea urchins. They're racist.
Against what?
Against things that are not sea urchins. Pay attention.
I don't pays the attentions with the things and the stuffs and the minds and the thinking.
Fine.
What's the matter with you?
Fine. Get an AdSense account. Get some ad revenue, and then you'll have some money to pay attention.
I can't because I got fucking demonetized.
You fucked us, didn't you, YouTube? Fuck you. One thing you never say at a Star Wars convention. Wait, Mark Hamill played Luke Skywalker? I know him best as the voice of the Joker on Batman. Actually, you can get away with that statement at a Star Wars because most of them are Batman fans or animation geeks anyway. Yeah, what's my favorite version of Luke Skywalker? Probably from the Holiday special from '78. Star Wars Holiday Special where they had 20 minutes of Wookiees talking to each other with no subtitles.
All I remember is Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
You would.
Yeah.
The Phantom of Paradise. I knew a sea urchin that was racist against sharks. See?
Goddamn ass motherfucker.
Grumpy Grandpa Luke is mine. Okay? He's not so much a grumpy grandpa. He's a big Oh,
That has a bitch. Okay.
okay.
I'm all right. Nobody
No,
worry about me.
we're not worried about you. Be quiet.
No one cares about you. You are alone.
Old man Luke Skywalker would probably have a limp lightsaber. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see the effects on that.
Okay. It'd probably be just as jangly as his saggy balls.
The saggy Jedi balls.
Use the force.
Use the force, Luke.
The force has gotten up and went.
Use the instrument panel, Luke. That's what they made the fucking thing for.
You loop it through one of those invisible dog walking leash thingies and you just jangle it about.
It's the Schwartz.
Well, they're not bits, Dice, they're balls. Testes, kiwis, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Testicle. Ooh, talking about the ball sack.
Well, it ain't a fucking job breaker, I'll tell you that.
Would you quit chewing on them? I've been trying to tell you all this. If you chew on my nutsack, I ain't gonna talk to you no more. If you chew on my nutsack, I ain't gonna talk to you no more. I don't need your help. Don't ding at me. Went to the emergency. They couldn't treat my nutsack because I'm cold. There you go. Copyright that fucking thing.
Oh, don't find a way.
Wait a minute, you bitch. I made it up. Little bitch algorithm. Little bitch ass program. Little bitch ass little bot. Don't know if I want to be a part of a conversation about Luke's bits. Well,
that's why I got into the balls and the testes and the kiwis. It ain't bits. Come to think of it, I don't know anybody that ever calls their damn nutsack kiwi. Not even a New Zealander.
where'd you get it from? Soft and they squishy and you like to touch my salty balls. He's singing strange. I'm singing strange songs. Let's have the blame go where it needs to go.
Mm,
Yo.
no.
Jack!
Bless you.
Luke's Bits. Didn't they try to make that a cereal around 1985? They should have. They should have. Little marshmallow Death Star.
Lol.
Yeah.
Cumbersome.
I was playing a role playing game once, tabletop, and they had the soldiers marching, and my character wasn't doing anything for at least another half session. So I would pop in and help out the game the game organizer, the game master as he's called, or dungeon master if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just help out and do like little weird things and little voices, and I would do like NPC characters. And they had we were playing Ars Magica, and they had Grogs, which is the servant soldiers, running and doing a march, and I'm over there like too heavy, too light, too black, too white, too wrong, too right, day or night, cumbersome, as they're marching. I would do, games were fun with me because that was just weird. They had so many Star Wars based serials in the 80s. Anyone remember C3POs? Yes, I remember those. They were shit.
I don't remember. C3POs.
I do. They were shit. They were just as shit as the Mr. T cereal was when that cartoon came out. See, that's the sound of, oh yeah, I remember that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
everything tastes like Captain Crunch after a while,
Some
I
of
guess.
that Captain Crunch knockoff shit's still in my colon. Thanks for bringing that up, Steve. They ain't gonna be all right. One day I'm gonna shit out that final Captain Crunch.
All things comes to pass.
All things must pass, like George Harrison said. I thought he was talking about life in general. No, you gonna shit
Talking
that
about
one day.
Captain Crunch. That's what he was talking about.
You gonna shit that Captain Crunch. Ooh, you gonna shit that Captain Crunch.
She's back. She's back. Shh.
She's back.
Yeah, the door gave me away.
Taking a piss break, you say?
Yeah, and then I had more water, and then I went and checked the front door. Nah.
They had so many Star Wars based series. Yes, they did. They had one based on the Ewoks, which I didn't eat. I didn't want to do that to myself. I hadn't quite developed the self-loathing necessary to do that to me. My name is Mr. T, and I heard you've been talking about me. No, you didn't. Maybe I didn't. Not even a Jedi. He's just stupid. Best Captain Crunch cereal to me is peanut butter crunch. I didn't get into the multi-flavors. I was too busy eating cornflakes and slurping up the glucose quicksand that was at the bottom of the bowl from all the sugar you had to put in there to make it shit tolerable. Then they came out with Frosted Flakes. And I was like, well, that's less work for me. I make my own Frosted Flakes. I get the cornflakes and I just cover them in sugar until I feel I've redeemed myself. And then you get fucking shredded wheat because you really want to eat a bale of hay in the morning.
Stay regular.
Then they frosted that shit, and I was like, brilliant. Now I have hay covered in sugar. I'm a happy horse. I'm a happy horse. Yay.
Okay.
My depressed ass hits play on the 10th Vine compilation video on YouTube in a row at 2 in the morning. FBI agent monitoring my usage. Is this bitch okay?
What?
I'm reading a meme.
Oh.
Want to fight about it?
See, I remember in the early 2000s when a meme was one of those survey shits people used to fill out. It wasn't this little jokey picture bullshit thing.
Well, things change.
No!
Should have stayed a survey thing.
The door gave you away. I thought Jim Norton died years ago. No, he faked his death like all the other conspiracy theorists believe.
Just like that fat ass Elvis.
Okay, are we talking like thin, sexy, powerful Elvis? Or are we talking like fat, gonna fucking die if I eat one more Nanner sandwich Elvis?
Yeah, like towards the end, fat ass Elvis.
All right, that's sad.
Well, that's the way he's going to be remembered because that's how he looked when he died. He should have thought that over before he killed himself. Dumbass.
He didn't kill himself. He died straining at stool.
It was a heart attack from not being able to take a shit.
Yes, and when the New York Times originally wrote the piece,
He was eating a sandwich on the toilet.
No, he wasn't.
That was
Taking
Dennis
things too
Joplin.
far.
You're taking it too far.
That was Janis Joplin.
It's too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. He died 40 years ago. It's too soon.
I wasn't even alive yet.
Well, it's too soon. You have to respect the family. The one that married Michael Jackson and the one that's in the Naked Gun movies. There's other family members, I think, but no one fucking films them, so I don't know who they are.
I don't know. I only know that Scylla and the Maries.
That's right. Lisa Marie and Priscilla.
Yeah.
Meow.
Oh, no.
Cack.
No.
No. Did not.
You shall not pass go. Go directly to jail. Do not collect $200.
You shall not pass. Dude, I just want to get past you in the grocery aisle. What are you doing? Can I cut ahead of you in the line? You shall not pass. Thump your big walking stick down.
Doc says Jim Morrison, Tupac, and Elvis are still alive.
Yes, they're working at the same Piggly Wiggly in Valdosta, Georgia.
No, I would take Jim Morrison for more of a vagabond. He wouldn't work.
I didn't say, well, yeah, he's probably the stock clerk that never stocks anything. He's just in the back taking it out.
Yeah.
Hey man, have you ever thought about like how the way the world is and how the way the world could be, and you know what we could do to change that? I don't know, man, but you got to get out there and put them beans on the shelf. Come on now. And I can't do a Tupac impression, so.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac would not be working at the Piggly Wiggly because Tupac has a new movie and a new album coming out every year.
He'd be busy fucking the Piggly Wiggly.
Fucking the Piggly Wiggly. Why you do that?
Why he did that?
Why you do that? Why you give away a man's secret like that?
It's on the internet. It's not a secret.
It is now because you opened your mouth and told people.
Well, there's only 7 people watching. Not everyone knows.
Just ain't talk about it.
7 people watching.
7 people watching. Like some fucked up art house trailer, isn't it? 7 people watching. Why the fuck are you whispering? Are you keeping it a secret? And why'd you make a trailer? I love how I ridiculed these fictional scenarios. I'm taking the piss out of something that technically doesn't really exist, but I brought it up, made it up, and now I'm going to discuss it.
You brought it up, made it up, then you fucked it up.
Yeah, well, that's usually how it happens.
Yeah.
Something a constipated man does not want to hear you shall not pass. That's a great prognosis, though. Great delivery of the fucking diagnosis.
That is usually when you prop your feet up on a stool, and then you press on your lower abdomen, and then you lean forward, and it passes on its own. It needs no permission.
Okay, you're confusing taking a shit with giving birth?
What's the difference? It still feels like shit either way.
First of all, it's a different hole.
Either way, something unpleasant, it passes out. The only difference is you can't get rid of one of them.
Well, technically, you could flush, but...
Not if it's too big.
Well, that's what the plunger's for.
Well, you also need some shears.
Well, if you want to cut turds with shears... Oh, you're talking about the baby. Oh, you're evil. You're evil.
Hey, you're the one that opened that door.
I didn't open that door.
Did too?
So it was already ajar. like my car likes to say. Your door is ajar. Yeah, and the fender's a spoon. Can I go now?
Okay. I thought it was winged.
7 people watching. They're going to witness the biggest twist in movie history. Angela from Sleepaway Camp is really a boy.
It actually was a boy.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler! We hasn't seen this yet.
You're not an 80, man. Go fucking rent it. Drunk on a Bet, you can find part of it on YouTube.
Also, Steven, what do we got to look forward to next stream?
Nothing.
For the
on your channel? Yeah,
Oh,
Nothing.
nothing. Nothing. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
not a goddamn thing. All right. Well,
I mean, if you want to look forward to it, you can.
Whoa!
That shut you up. I got Snow Daddy. What? Why is your battle cry an orphan that has no father?
Murder.
That doesn't really intimidate the opponent. Yeah, but it confuses the shit out of them. Where's my daddy?
Well, wouldn't blowing kisses be equally as confusing?
You do that before the battle. Or it could provoke the battle in the first place, like when Doc Holliday winked at the Clantons. Oh no, the dude from Wings is gonna get mad and shoot somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Horror retrospective, for your crude comment, you are grounded from watching My Little Pony. Look, only dudes named that are called bronies now watch that. I know that because they made a Netflix documentary,
Yeah.
which annoyed the fuck out of me.
There was even some YouTuber that was making a documentary about that. I don't know if he ever finished it or not.
It may have been the same one.
I don't know, Paleo or whatever the fuck he calls himself.
Yeah. I don't know how you pronounce it either, but yeah, that's the dude.
so I guess he finished it.
I guess so.
Well, that Kickstarter really fucking helps people that are not me. Every time I've started to GoFundMe and I've started Kickstarter, and I always get this bullshit like, why should I give you money? You don't really have to, but I'm asking. And the rest of it's like, if you give us $500, we can guarantee you $520. Motherfucker, if I had $500, I wouldn't have a Kickstarter. I wouldn't need it. I'd be able to fund the shit I'm trying to do. You want to be grounded from watching Gunsmoke too? No one cannot watch Gunsmoke. It's on too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's on in too many places. You cannot not watch Gunsmoke.
So in other words, you can't always.
You will always see guns, just like you will see, like if you scan anything, Bonanza. Oh, and you put it in the chat too. Bonanza is always on. Hey, it's the episode where Little Joe falls in love with some bitch and Ben doesn't know what to think of it, and Hoss makes fun of it, and Pernell Roberts is over there trying like hell to convince us that shit on his head is hair. And Hop Sing is cooking shit in the kitchen. Look, none of the Cartwrights were gay, but thank God Hop Sing was. That's all I gotta say. That's Michael Landon's joke, so don't judge me. Judge the dead guy that was actually on this show. Or watch Little House on the Prairie and try to put 2 and 2 together that that's the same guy.
Little House on the Stairway to Heaven.
And then watch I Was a Teenage Werewolf and see his first acting gig.
No.
Yes.
No.
You know it to be true. Hawking up a loogie doesn't change reality.
But it still makes me feel better.
Okay, well, do what you gotta do.
That was another human being.
He's giving birth. Shit. I want to start a Kickstarter to help me get a 12-pack of 7-Up. Now you can get a GoFundMe that'll do that. One episode of Bonanza I thought never existed but did when Hoss found a leprechaun. He did. I saw that episode. He found a fucking leprechaun.
I never heard of that episode.
He did. He found a fucking leprechaun. Because when you run a show long enough, eventually the writers
You run out of ideas.
The writers just go, fuck it. He finds a leprechaun behind a bush on the fucking Badlands Trail. Dun, 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 Bonanza. And then the next time I saw Ben Cartwright, he was leading people into outer fucking space. Battlestar Galactica. What a transition. Ben Cartwright in outer space.
Okay.
At least Michael Landon stayed in the Old West, or at least in the 1800s.
Nah.
Meh. Meh. Sounded more like a fucking demented, borderline retarded horse. I think I'll call that a day. No, I'm going to throw that one away because it doesn't work.
That is what you call a practice horse. You use that horse until you can find a proper horse.
He's a sway back. Don't let him gallop. His belly dribbles.
I was like, what the hell's going on?
I think he's trying to pass gas.
Okay.
Following Kara's advice. It ain't working.
You haven't given birth yet?
Nope.
Oh, well, maybe 3 days from now you'll luck out.
Maybe 3 days from now. 7 days. What? What happens in 7 days?
What happens is that why do you fucking say shit to me and then hang up? Happens in 7 days.
You die. Oh shit, that's serious.
They had an episode of the Dukes of Hazzard where they discovered a UFO.
Yes, they did.
Because eventually a writing team goes, fuck it. And they just start slinging shit. This is why whenever a TV show goes past its premise and into the realm of unbelievability, it's called jumping the shark. And that's named for an episode of Happy Days where they had Fonzie jump a fucking shark.
Yeah, because it was all craptastic.
Yes. It's like the writers have said, fuck it. They no longer care. So here we go. When you're just tired of dealing with reality, fuck it all.
Okay.
Ask your doctor about fuck it all today.
Fuck it all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Sounds like
Wait a
a
minute.
worthy prescription.
That's over the counter. Sorry.
I want the generic because I'm broke.
Da-da.
Everything updates while I'm talking.
Okay.
7 days. What will happen in 7 days? Hold on, let me check. You will have a cramp in your leg. In 7 days, you're gonna eat a piece of melon that's so soft and chewy you don't enjoy it. It's
And
the
then you'll
word-
get diarrhea.
It's the curse that keeps on cursing. All right, since we're gonna make noise. There you go.
There you go.
Okay. There's you some more.
You know what?
It's
Chicken
like
butt?
It's like
Chicken butt.
It's like if the cowardly lion was a spitting cobra.
Somebody's alarm.
Hello,
Wake up.
hello, Kelly's pool hall. Kelly's speaking.
Hello.
The fuck do you want? Who is?
Hello.
Go away.
It is a bag of shit. I don't have a Microsoft. I have a Mac. Stop fucking bothering me. Ask your doctor if this pill may be right for you. No, wait, this pill will cause pregnancy in men. Never mind. You see, false proxy sessions,
Hmm?
FPS. May I call you false for short? May I be informal and refer to you as falsy?
Falsy.
Falsy? Falsy, baby. Falsykins. Little Fossy Poo. I streamed earlier today because I was in bad need of grocery and gas money. And I had a goal of $55 paid to my PayPal. And nobody showed. I was going to read creepypastas for tips with a goal of $55. Nobody showed. And after all was said and done, I got 17 views and 1 dislike on the video. So I was like, okay, well, it's now called trailer reaction because I wound up just doing trailer reactions and shit because no one was requesting any creepypastas and no one was tipping. So I just said, okay, I'll just look through trending. And I saw a couple of interesting trailers. I was like, fuck it, I'll do trailer reactions. But on that basis, I will.
That was midday though, right? Like
Yeah, that was earlier in the day. It wasn't midday; it was afternoon.
afternoon.
So, on that basis, I've decided I'm going to take a break from live streaming and uploading videos, and focus on these other things that are leaving me so strapped for cash.
Yeah.
I'm here right now because my girl's in bed right now, sleeping. Her kids are sleeping, so my mother is sleeping. Everything's sleeping but me, and I'm just wide awake like usual. So I'm in here. This is why I used to do the night shift live streams, because I'm an insomniac and I just wanted something to do. And I found other people that stayed up all night too, and we just started live streaming and bullshitting.
Yeah, I just thought it was the time zone really kind of your schedule, you know.
Well, I'm on Eastern.
and most of the people I live stream with are either European or they're on Pacific.
Yeah.
One or two are on Central, which is only an hour off from me. An hour behind me, actually.
Yeah.
So it's not really that big of an issue. But there are folks that are in the UK and stuff. They're like, I'm live streaming. It's like barely midnight, and they're like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here. The sun is out. The birds are whistling. Like, well, it's 1:30 in the morning here, and I'm looking for something to do. What you got planned for your channel?
Well, probably just another review and plus live streaming with Kara as much as I can, but that's about it, really. I'm hoping we can get a schedule going for the for kind of just a Jackbox TV gaming every now and then, maybe once a month or every other 3 weeks or so, just to kind of change it up a little bit.
Sounds cool.
Because we're gonna try to do that today, but I didn't know what how the outcome was going to come out. Whether we're going to have people in the chat or people want to participate in the game. So it's kind of had to play it by ear, really, and find out more as we go along, because where it goes.
Well, the Jackbox stuff is pretty fun.
Yeah, I thought it would be like a fun thing to just kind of kick around and see if anybody wanted to participate and kind of have a kind of interaction with the chat as well as people watching. So
Cool.
And we'll probably try that next go around. Hopefully, if there is a next another time that anybody's not busy, I'm probably not going to do any like solo stuff like you do. But I kind of want to have somebody moderating and kind of like Kara and so forth to kind of bounce back and forth with and talk.
You need a co-host, in other words.
Yeah, just to make it interesting. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself.
Somebody to bet. Well, you're not crazy enough yet to just.
I'm not crazy enough yet. That's right.
You got to be on YouTube for another year or so. Then, before you know it, you'll be challenging people to boxing matches like it's fucking ESPN.
Oh, I don't know.
Queenie says I would be interested in the Jackbox gaming or being something of like a moderator or co-host or both.
Well, either way, thanks, Queenie, for being interested.
I am fascinated by this,
and I hope to have you on pretty soon if you want to join the live stream.
Well, Queenie can join now if Queenie wants a link. Gotta send Queenie an invite via email, I think.
Yeah. Oh, she works through email. Is that how we contact you?
Well, actually, it goes either way. Queenie says, "Oh heck yeah!" Oh, you want a link to the stream? You want a link to the Hangout? Because FPS will have to give that to you. She's because it's your stream.
You can pass it along if you want, but okay. Yeah. She says she's probably cleaning right now. I don't know. Sometimes
right now, and sometimes I use my phone. Yeah,
maybe she means the Jackbox bit, but
in a bit. Okay, I'll send you the link in a bit. I'll send you. I think I can send you an invite. Let me see. Can I invite people? No, I can't invite people, but I can send you the link. a mess about it.
So
See, sometimes Queenie gets on like a phone or a tablet, and the stuff that usually works on a computer doesn't work. So
sure,
send an
sure.
invite.
Yeah.
Gotta send an invite, which would be something you'd have to do because you have the invite button and I don't. But do that through email.
Cool.
No, it's not. It's nerdy as fuck.
Hmm?
No, it's not. It's nerdy as fuck. You need to like get out more and know what cool actually is. None of this shit's cool.
None of this shit's cool, huh?
None of this shit's cool. It's all nerdy.
Yeah.
It's white and nerdy. See me rolling, they hating. They always think I'm white and nerdy. Thank you, Weird Al.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, disciple of Dr. Demento. I never watched that show because it was off the air by the time I came along, but I have heard about it. Seems to be a breeding ground for weirdos. I probably would have fit right in. I was trying to say, okay, Jeebus. I know. I know. I know. This is the thing. It says gaming under your category for this live stream. And I was just wondering what you were doing next. Since this is not gaming.
I don't know if I did that by accident or just because of the last live stream.
It's the last live stream. You got to change it per live stream. Evidently.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, most people just do the same thing like they do people in vlogs or they do gaming or they do entertainment. That's the big one, entertainment.
Yeah. Since I don't have a heavy following, mainly that's why I wanted to do the gaming for the live streams.
Yeah, I actually have more subs than you.
Yeah.
Now that I've just noticed.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay. I thought you had a slightly bigger channel.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm not shitting on you. It's just something I happen to notice. I don't give too much of a shit about subscriber count. So I lost 9 subs because evidently some trolls decided I wasn't worth playing with. So they unsubbed from me en masse with their sock puppet accounts. Then over the course of fucking around online, I got 3 actual subscribers. So it's okay. I love it when my dog lets out this big sigh like he's got the weight of the world on him. You're a dog. Your biggest problem is you're too small to drink out of the toilet. You think dogs ever see you piss in the toilet and go, hey, I drink out of that? No. Oh, 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 no. Everything can be musical. Everything. That's what I discovered as a musician. Everything can be musical. Not everything should be musical, but everything can be musical. So you were talking about guitars with me at the beginning of my entrance to this live stream. What do you play?
Anything with strings, well, mainly guitars and bass, but
What's your axes of choice?
uh, well, right now I have beside me a Yamaha, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
nylon acoustic,
Right.
and a uh, one of those cheap chickenbockers.
Chicken bucker.
Yeah, Chinese made knockoff chickenbocker, Rickenbacker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I played those. Those are kind of hit and miss. It just depends on whether or not it was the right day at the right factory and the right worker gave a shit.
Yeah,
Because when you get those, it's like, hey, this is pretty good.
I think I have to change out the pickups and so forth.
Everybody does that. They're like, I bought this Chinese guitar for $105, and then I did $900 worth of work on it when I could have just bought a $500 guitar.
Well, kind of bought it for my son so he can practice.
Uh,
So he didn't really pick up on it, so it's just kind of sitting here. So I play it every now and then. So
Queenie says, agreed. Everything can be music. Everything can be. Bobby McFerrin taught us that because he does shit and he doesn't even use a band. It's just him with his voice. So, how long have you been playing music?
um, let's say 16, 17.
Okay. And that would be how
Uh,
many?
that's about 40 now. So
Okay. About the same. Been playing since I was 15, 16, 41 now.
you didn't start younger?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I fucked around a lot when I was younger, but I never took it seriously until one day the bug bit me.
Yeah. I think it helps kind of if your family is kind of a musical family and maybe is, you know, uh, are maybe paid musicians or, you know.
Well, that was my family. Um, my father toured the United States and some parts of Canada as the Round Mound of Sound. He was a country artist who also played rock. And
Oh,
by rock, I mean classic rock from the 50s and 60s. That was his wheelhouse. He had done session work
uh-huh.
and he had actually played with some of the greats of country music, but they weren't greats that were on tour. They were people that were becoming great.
Ah,
Like my elder siblings have been babysat by George Jones and Tammy Wynette
hmm.
because my parents were on the same bill with them um, when they were playing like little fairground festivals and shit like that, and high school auditorium. The real any place with a stage that pays us
Yeah.
kind of touring the way it used to be. Still is really, but and my parents in turn babysat George and Tammy's kids. So
Hmm.
whoever was on stage, their kids got babysat by whoever wasn't on stage during the double bill. My mother was my father's bass player and vocalist. That's how they met.
Ah,
And it was a very strange childhood. Very strange. I mean, my father was when he finally gave up music, which was right around the time I was born. Um, it was basically he'd become an itinerant appliance repairman, and he would go from place to place because he had difficulty. he had great difficulty understanding the concept of when a bill comes due, you pay it instead of moving. And we had to do that quite a bit. I grew up without any roots because we were always moving someplace.
Hmm.
And both parents were alcoholics and abusive in their own ways.
Well,
Beat the shit out of each other, and my mother would turn around and beat the shit out of me. Only when she was drunk. When she was not drunk, she was, the kind of mother that you'd want to have. But she spent a lot of time being drunk. And my father was a drunken goofball until my mother would get drunk and harass him to the point that he would become abusive to anybody and everybody near him.
yeah.
I knocked my father the fuck out when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Because I got tired of him fucking just being an angry, smacking around fucker, just being an abusive piece of shit. And he got on me and threatened me with the belt, and something in me just kind of clicked. And I was like, all right, get the belt then. He's like, oh, you think you're a man? I was like, better man than what I'm fucking looking at.
Yeah.
And it would have been one of them things where, my older brothers did the same shit right around the same age to him. And, he picked up my brother Donald and slung him across the room and smacked around my brother Gary. But me, I knocked him the fuck out. Because as a fat kid, you get bullied a lot. So I was already pretty well trained to fucking beat the shit out of somebody that messed with me.
Yeah.
And I just started applying that at home instead of just at school. And that led me down a path of being a really nasty piece of work for a long time. And one day I just got so fucking fed up with it that I stopped. I stopped and I was like, I can't live like this anymore. This is bullshit. And I made a conscious decision and continue to make a conscious effort to be a better person. I don't always succeed, but I do try like it. Are you shocked?
No. I mean, it's good that you're making a change, and you're making a conscious effort to move past this.
Yeah, I try like hell. And for a while, it just seemed like an empty struggle, and I was about ready to get up, just give up and call it a day, and just go back to being an asshole. Then, this shit started happening with a friend of mine, and we became closer, and now she's like my girlfriend. So I got a girlfriend. I got somebody that loves me. And it's like
your current situation, your love right now.
Yeah. And it's like in a weird way, it's like the universe went, all right, you're trying really fucking hard, and I know how hard it is for you to keep control like that. So here's somebody that makes you happy. And I do the same for her. She's always telling me that. She's like, she says, I'm relaxed around you, and I never relax around anybody. Because I've never relaxed around anybody the way I do around you. It's just, you just make me feel comfortable. And I was like, no one's ever said that to me before. Yeah. But it was cool. It's cool. We're struggling still. I mean, she's got health problems, and I've got health problems, though not as severe as hers, actually.
Yeah.
Trying to get through things, trying to get through this severe lack of money right now, and trying to scrape by. I saw her earlier this evening. She's really stressed out, got a headache. Her um, father's going through some shit. Her mother's going through some shit.
Yeah.
It's just been rough, and I've tried to be there for her every step of the way, and I will continue to try to be there for her every step of the way.
Yeah, as long as you do that, you need to be working.
Well, one of the things is, and I'm not trying to brag. It's just something that I've noticed about me is that I am relentless as fuck when I get focused on something. So it's like, okay, we need to do this, this, and this. So this, and this shall be fucking done, or the fucking sky will fall. And that's just how bad I get.
True.
And it's like, okay, I almost got into a fist fight with her rent man because he was trying to bully her. And that makes me fucking mad. And I'm always afraid that I'm going to go back to the way I used to be if I lose my temper one time too many. But nah, she keeps me going on the straight and narrow, and she says I keep her sane during all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, just we text each other all the time. I love you. I love you too. You know, just doing stuff with the kids. Just, you know, kind of like I got a family now in a weird way. And I got a family here with the wolf pack with the horror community. So it's crazy. I didn't think I'd ever end up with such things.
Yeah. Queenie says if I can change, so can you, Steven. You know my tale.
I do. You do just fine, dude. I don't know. I have doubts sometimes. It's like there's a beast that's in my head and it just fucking scratches at the back of my eyes when things get really rough. When he says I never thought I'd have what I have. I know, same thing here. We were just sitting in my truck holding hands and just talking. And it's like, how did I get to this point where I connected with somebody this much? You know, it's really, you just opened up your heart and there it is. And I was so cautious about that for so long. That's why I'll do anything in the world for her. And she knows that. So when he says, I know I doubt myself all the time. Yeah, that's why we can talk about these things with a certain degree of mutual understanding. Similar but different paths.
Yeah.
So when you said I moved countries, I moved mountains. Almost literally, I have moved mountains for this woman. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I forget that Queenie has moved from Canada to the United States, right?
Yep. Dealing with some crazy shit there with all the immigration and whatnot. You know, Otis Gyrie from Otis Gyrie's Creepypasta Crypt and Tales. What is it? Tales for Dark Nights, something like that. It's a podcast he used to be a part of. I think he's still a part of it. Chilling Tales for Dark Nights. That's the name of it.
Ah,
And Otis Gyrie, he evidently he got into some kind of crazy shit when he was younger with his first wife, and that was never really a factor in his immigration before, but now it is, and his green card's getting pulled, and he's basically getting booted, so he's having to move.
right.
Doc says, I once moved a truck off a building. Too bad I didn't get told ahead of time it was a display for an event. Hashtag BFF. I did it for love. Yeah, same here. I do everything I'm doing for her for love. My family is like, they're like, Steve never does this. Like he asked for help. He never asks for help. That's how they knew shit was serious. They're like, he never asks for anything. It's like, I used to ask for shit all the time. Nobody fucking did anything, so I just quit asking. That's why.
Yeah.
That's like, I knew the answer was either fuck off, no, or just nothing. So Queenie says it's scary, talking about her situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is scary and it's stressful. And like in Otis's case, he doesn't really have an option to stay. He's got to go, and he's got to figure out ways to get funded to go to move back. So yeah, it sucks. It just sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be spending time with my girl tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff tomorrow.
Cool.
So I'm hoping anyway. We both have this phrase, it's always something.
It's always something, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that I've said a lot, and it's something that she says all the time. He's like, it's always something. I was like, yeah, I used to say that all the time. Then I quit giving a shit about, having expectations. It was still always something. I just didn't say anything anymore. The doc says, I still often wonder if Meatloaf will do anything for love, but he won't do that. What's that exactly? Swallow a balloon full of pills? No, he will do that.
Well,
And love really doesn't enter into it.
usually the balloon goes up the other way.
Mm-hmm. The reverse whoopee cushion. He says, I feel for him. Yeah. Otis is a good narrator, too.
Otis,
it's always Otis Gyrie.
Yeah, I got to look that up and kind of find out more.
Yeah, he's done like 5 or 6 this last couple of months. He did like 5 or 6 Philip K. Dick stories, and nobody does narrations of Philip K. Dick.
Mm-hmm.
He did a good job too. Doc says it's always something somewhere in some place on some planet. Yeah, I think you've hit the nail right squarely on the head there, Doc. I like how Kara was going to be back in a couple of minutes and has been fucking gone for a better part of 30.
I'll be back in a bit.
We'll be back in a bit. Well, what is a bit?
Evidently,
it's 30 minutes or more.
Yeah, I was gonna actually kind of end the stream after about 2 hours or so.
That's
But
3. You failed.
I failed miserably on that one. That end.
You failed. Wait,
But
when did the balloon go to the other way? You mean ear, right? False proxy session.
yeah, you could stick it in your ear. That'd be great.
She fell into an alternate dimension. Now, what you have here is your standard alternate dimension portal.
Either that or she fell asleep.
Probably the latter.
No matter.
Yeah. Hope she didn't fall asleep while on the toilet.
Oh.
I'd hate to think of Kara sleep shitting. Because she didn't bring her shitting shoes.
Right.
So,
well,
you have to plan for these things.
At least she didn't get she-horned.
She didn't get she-horned. Did you bring your shitty shoes? No, I got she-horned. Afraid not. Everything is poo. I'm clicking with my mouse, and you can tell because it sounds like somebody knocking on a door. Because this mic is incredibly sensitive. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Yes, what new notifications? Oh, thank you for telling me that I could boost this. I appreciate that, Facebook.
Oh, Steven, I was going to ask you, how did you know I was live streaming?
I got a notification.
You got a notification? Okay.
Yeah, I got a little bell notification.
From YouTube or from
on
Twitter?
YouTube. On YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know you were sub to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, like, as soon as I hit, I was kind of curious. I was like, huh? Because I know it goes out to Twitter and it goes out to anybody that subs, but I didn't know you were subbed. Thanks for the sub.
I subbed to you a while back.
Oh, okay.
I got subbed to you when you subbed to me.
I think it might be on private, maybe. I guess maybe I don't see you on the.
I have my subs set to private because I've had to deal with a lot of trolls on YouTube.
Yeah, usually I send like a just a thank you.
Oh, well,
for the resub.
You're welcome. You're welcome. No problem.
I try to anyway.
I usually like what you do whenever you do something, which I understand. I've been too busy to really do much of anything. I've just been live streaming. Every time I live stream, I'm like, I need gas money.
Right.
So I understand how tiresome that can get. But
I
do need it. So
I have a full-time job, so it keeps me busy. That plus I consider this more of a kind of like a hobby type thing. So I try to keep it that way, just so that I don't look at it as more than just like a part-time job or something like that.
Well, are you familiar with Crypt TV?
Yeah, I think they're part of a what's his name? I forget the director's name, but it escapes me. But yeah, I've heard of the YouTube channel, Crypt TV. They show shorts and short films.
See, when I first started Stephen G. Atkins Studios, that's what I wanted to do with it, is to make it a showcase for my short films, to be able to put that out there. And they're doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not bitter about it because they're doing it really well. But, at the same time, it's like, okay, that's what I wanted to do. And then, couldn't crank out that much content on that regular basis. So it wasn't going to happen anyway. But that's the direction that Stephen G. Atkins Studios was going to go in.
And I can imagine how many people that submit short films to them. It's just probably by the thousands.
Oh yeah. And then they've got their own in-house production now because they've got their original stuff, like the Look See and the Sunny Family Farm, or Sunny Family Cult rather. and the thing in the apartment, the Stoneheart. You know, they're doing their own series, and they got like one shots every now and then now, but now they're focusing on their series. Dust, if you like science fiction, Dust has some amazing stuff on it. I watched one the other day that this alien had basically kidnapped a drunken failure of a traffic attorney to negotiate an alien species basically coming in, taking Earth's oceans, and killing the planet. Like to negotiate the terms of that deal. And it was like, okay, you got 5 minutes to negotiate this. And over the course of the discussion, it's like she tells him the lawyer, the alien lawyer tells him things um about the species and about the case. And he just sits there for a second. He's like, you know, the only reason the majority of my wins are because the cop doesn't show up to testify. I would have no career if not for no shows. And then he just kind of sits there for a second. He's like, oh, okay. And I'm not going to spoil it for you if you want to watch it. It's called Final Offer.
Okay.
And it's got a cool little ending. I enjoyed it. Stephen G. Atkins, Man of Mystery, subscribing. You're right. I'm going to put that on a card. I'm going to have Boo print me up a fucking business card with that on.
All right.
As soon as I get like $50 for a pack of 50 cards, which I will never hand out to anyone because I'm too busy doing other stuff. Yes, hello, Gizmo. But, you know, being with my girl is very special to me. I told her today, it was like, if anything ever happened to you, my heart would just fucking shatter. I would never recover.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, we were just talking, you know, kind of heart to heart about things. And the thing is, we started as friends, so there's still the friendship's still there.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, it's like there's this moment where it's like, okay, we're friends, and then there are these moments where we're more than friends. So it's odd, but it's comfortable. You know?
Yeah.
It's like we're together, you know. My altar is a pain in the ass to clean. It has 5 levels to it. I wouldn't worship anything that required a 5-level altar. I mean, it just seems like too much work. I mean, yeah, I don't mind praying to the ancient deities and the forbidden things, but you know, don't make it too difficult. I got shit to do. I mean, I'd love to praise Cthulhu, but you know, I got shit to do, and I don't have time to learn all that crap that's in that book to recite and bring him forth just so he can eat me. I'm the most indifferent Cthulhu cultist. Yeah, Cthulhu Fatagan or whatever. Fuck. It's more complex than that, lol. I know, I'm teasing. I do it because the ritual keeps me sane. Oh. I got you. So you do you, boo-boo. Okay, Yogi. Okay, Yogi. That's another thing. My girl doesn't care that I do voices. She thinks it's funny.
every other girl I've done my voices around, they're like, "Are you sure you don't have a split personality disorder?" Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Shut up, let him talk. But it's just we fit.
Mhm.
We just fit together, and it's comfortable. Just I'm always making her laugh. She says, "It's like you always find a way to make me laugh, even when I feel like just shit. You make me laugh." That's because I'm goofy. I don't think it has anything to do with romance. Just because I'm a goofball, I'm always making people laugh. Usually, sometimes they dislike me or my videos, but that can't be helped.
Oh, you talked about doing some voiceover work, right?
Yeah, I used to.
That's a kind of a kind of a favor or something like that for some other YouTubers.
I have done that before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why? Do you need something?
No, I was just kind of like I know that you talked about it, and you didn't really kind of express it in detail.
Oh, well, let's see. Dino Ewelt of Late Late Horror Show and Paranormal Into the Night, specifically for Paranormal Into the Night, he had me do an opening voiceover. I did a collab with Dice Rolling, reading creepypastas, because I was kind of a creepypasta narrator like 2 channels ago, a long time ago. I was a part of that world and that community for a little while. And,
Oh,
it's, is she back? Did she wake up?
no,
Yeah.
she left.
Okay.
You do you, boo boo.
You do you, boo boo. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go ahead and
In the stream.
end the stream though, because I got to work tomorrow.
Okay.
I got to work. Get up about a few hours.
Oh, okay.
About 6 o'clock is usually the time I get up and start heading to work and do the daily grind. So
I do the bump and grind.
the bumping grind. There's nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. That's all I say.
Ain't nothing wrong with the bump and grind. I know. The Humpty dance is your chance to do the hump. Do the Humpty hump. Because everything is better when Arnie does it. We can dance if we want to. You leave your friends behind. It's just better that way.
Yeah. So thanks, Steven, for joining the stream.
Well, thanks for letting me run my mouth for 3 hours.
And thanks, Queenie. I'll definitely I'll definitely get with you later about maybe hosting one of these streams, or maybe if you want to play a Jackbox TV, I'll invite both of y'all guys on the stream next time. Next time we do this, because I know Kara's taking a little hiatus, but she'll be back.
Okay. That's good.
And Doc, thank you, Doc, and everybody else in the chat.
When you said sure thing.
Yeah, y'all been great. I'll talk to y'all guys later.